so excited to find out. Did you guys know there was one team that's perfect for Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, and Maggie knows it, and I have no idea what she's going to say. Usually we go over a lot of topics, and I have not been able to glean what this one team is.
Listen, they should both be racing to this team.
Should we get a drum roll ready or something? I mean, I feel like we have to present this.
Let me just do third runner-up and second runner-up.
Oh, I didn't know you had but there's only one team.
Yeah.
But okay, let's hear third runner-up and second runner-up.
Third runner-up was going to be Miami.
Yeah.
I think Miami was going to be a fun one.
I thought that was going to be your one.
No. Miami was going to be my third runner-up because they have weapons, obviously. Defense still a work in progress in Miami. They maybe hired Vic Fangio, then maybe they didn't hire Vic Fangio as their defensive coordinator. Still not sure about that. But obviously, like the future's bright, and Tua's future, unfortunately, I think is a little in doubt. But we got the report from Schefter over the weekend that they're going to be all in on Tua. So that's Miami was third runner-up. Second runner-up to me.
Wait. You're not dinging them because of that silly Schefter report.
I am dinging them because of the Schefter report.
That does not mean it's done. But please, go ahead.
We'll unpack that a little later. My second runner-up is going to be Stu's Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders are good. It's a good idea because you have Devontae Adams. You got great weapons. But let's be honest, defense needs a lot of work. Offensive line needs a lot of work. And are we really sold on Josh McDaniels as a coach? I mean, we talked to the Hall of Famer Tim Brown. He did not seem to be that sold on Josh McDaniels. So it's good, but it's not great. So number one team, they both should be. Oh, thank you. The team they should both be running for is San Francisco 49ers. This is a no-brainer. This is the best team out there for anyone. Look at what happened. There was a chance, Perloff, before Josh Johnson fumbled the ball and then had to leave the game with a concussion, that perhaps they were going to keep this game close with a fourth-string quarterback in the link facing your Philadelphia Eagles as the number one seed. Your Eagles were amazing this year, and San Francisco's defense was almost good enough to just single-handedly keep them in this game. The weapons are there. The offensive line is there. The coaching is there. Rodgers and Brady have to duke it out to get to San Francisco. And listen, Brady has the inside track because you don't have to trade anything for him, and his salary is not going to be near what Rodgers is if history is a guide. So Rodgers might be a little tougher, but San Francisco's the place.
Okay. I would have felt really bad watching Tom Brady on Sunday because there was one play, Brock Purdy, when he was still in the game, dropped back. Hassan Reddick, but the second he turned around, threw him into the ground. I mean, they would have murdered that statue, Tom Brady.
Listen, Brock Purdy needs like Tommy John now.
That would have been bad to have Tom Brady. Now, Rodgers, though, because of the costs, there's a lot. That's pretty complicated for the Niners to get Rodgers without sort of gutting the future of the team. Here's my real question. They won 12 in a row with Brock Purdy and Jimmy G. Why do they need one of these guys? They can win with anybody.
No,
They're built to win no matter who your quarterback is. Why are they going to put down to get one of these all-time guys?
You have no idea what Trey Lance is. You have it's a good sample, but it's a small sample on Brock Purdy. How about a team that's ready to win where Kyle Shanahan has been the bridesmaid and not the bride going to these Super Bowls and NFC championship games year after year? The team's good, but just not good enough. Obviously, when he was the offensive coordinator for the Falcons, that's an all-time blown lead that he has to live with until he wins a Super Bowl for himself. And they went and blew a 10-point lead with Jimmy G as their quarterback in the Super Bowl to Mahomes. They keep going back to the NFC Championship game, and they just can't get it. Maybe they need a little bit of a better quarterback, and that could be what finally gets them over the hump.
Well, this year they needed to stay home, too, because if that game was in San Francisco, a totally different game. It would have been hard to win in Philadelphia on Sunday. Now, Jimmy G is really good in that offense. It's a Kyle Shanahan offense. It's a Kubiak-Shanahan offense. Tom Brady is going to have to learn kind of a new system there. And Kyle Shanahan is this brilliant play caller, maybe the best play caller in the NFL, maybe second behind Andy Reid. Why do you need this is a big deal to bring in Brady. So Brady's going to have to learn a new system, and you're going to kind of neutralize Kyle Shanahan's brilliance, and you're taking away the running element of your quarterback, which I hate to say it is now a bigger deal than ever.
Yes.
So Brady, I don't know that I'm so psyched about the Niners with Brady.
Okay.
I feel like this is not exactly the team for him.
The RPO thing, that's the one answer I don't have. Brady can't really
Right,
do
that's
that.
what I'm thinking about.
I get it. He can't do that. And like the bootlegs and what do they call them? The nakeds. Like he's not going to be able, it's going to be a little different. But Brady as a point guard at this stage of his career, he can do that. And if I'm going to bet on anybody who could learn an offense, dedicate his life to learning this offense and be 100% all in, not Rodgers, who's in Tahoe right now, getting ready for a golf match. I don't really care about that actually, but just using it for my argument. I'm saying Brady is 100% in. He will learn because
he doesn't go to camp. He doesn't go to minicamp either.
No, he won't go to minicamp anymore.
So that's not 100%.
Well, he'll learn the offense though.
He will learn the
Rodgers.
offense.
I mean, these guys are both, when they're in, they're in.
So Rodgers comes from a West Coast background. Yeah, I'm sure Rodgers can learn it.
They're both smart.
If I'm San Francisco, I'd rather have Rodgers. I mean,
yeah, but that's $60 million.
It's a hard.
Brady's been taking
hard
$20
pill to
million.
swallow. Now, let me ask you about this team around him. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey fits Tom Brady. Short running back who can go out or slot receiver go out.
McCaffrey fits everybody.
But Tom Brady, when he got to Tampa Bay, is like, oh, man, I'm throwing to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Now, I love Debo, and I love Ayuk, but though it is not Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Debo's best play is an end around. Are they really the deep threats that's going to make this vertical passing game that you kind of need with Tom Brady? I kind of doubt it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember Brady tossing all these 40-yard bombs all over the field this year. Evans, they didn't connect for a touchdown for like 10 weeks out of the season.
What happened? How did they pick up their season? They started throwing long to Evans.
I mean,
but think about the first year when it actually worked there.
Well, and he had Antonio Brown.
And he had Antonio, right. But exactly. And I just don't think that the Niners are built like that. The Niners are built to grind it out and win with defense.
I don't know. At this stage in his career, maybe that's what Brady does need. Kind
of like a late career Peyton Manning.
There you go. 855-212-4CBS. Better than that, probably. Just minus the neck procedures.
And I'll tell you exactly how this movie ends, too. Brady, week 2, gets hit. Brock Purdy comes in, leads him to the Super Bowl, and goes on to win 6 more Super Bowls.
Then he's the new Brady.
I mean, I'd say people say Joe Burrow is the next Brady. Joe Burrow came to the NFL off of a national championship. Brock Purdy is literally the new Brady. 7th round pick.